This episode brought to you by Nicholson Realty 2.0, the Gas City Performing Arts Center, Chuck Sewer, Drain and Plumbing.
Welcome to Garage Talk. I'm Conrad. Let's go.
I'm Ted. It's time to rock and roll.
Hey, Teddy. Today we're welcoming to the garage Mississinewa Varsity Volleyball coach.
I'm Shellie Smith, and I'm going into my second year of the head varsity volleyball coach at Mississinewa. I've been coaching there, though. This will be my 7th year overall. Started in junior high and moved up over the last few years. I was assistant coach for a couple years and then took over the program 2 years ago.
Nice.
Hi, I'm Landry. This is going to be my senior year. I've been at Mississinewa my whole life. Been playing volleyball my whole life.
Your whole life?
Pretty much.
Man,
All
that's
16
awesome.
years of it.
All 16.
In the crib.
Dude,
There was a volleyball in the crib.
who was setting her?
Probably myself.
All right. She's a utility player.
So obviously volleyball is your favorite.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Always
So-
has been? Always?
Yes,
Okay.
always.
Okay.
How'd you get into coaching?
Well, I played volleyball in high school, and then I played in college my first year. I went to college on a softball scholarship and ended up walking onto the volleyball team my freshman year, and so I played both at Indiana Wesleyan, and then two sports was too much, so I stuck with softball, which was my primary sport. And then when Landry was probably in 3rd or 4th grade, Lori Elson had spun up Grant County Volleyball Club, and we gave that a shot. And she fell in love with the sport, and I just kind of gravitated towards being involved with that and ended up coaching there. And then kind of followed it when she started junior high, started coaching at the junior high level, and then kind of went from there. So, yeah.
Then you're still coaching with GCV.
Yes. Yes, I'm helping in the gym at practices. I'm not an official coach of any of the teams since there's Mississinewa girls on the teams. I'm not able to be a full-time coach, so I help in the gym and just do different things, take stats and things like that.
And you're getting ready to take a trip.
Yeah, so we leave Sunday for AAU Nationals in Orlando, and so this will be Landry's 4th year going to Nationals. And that starts on Wednesday of next week through is that right? Yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 4 days down there. So yeah, we're excited.
Yeah, I've heard some stories about what goes on down there too.
Really?
It sounds fun.
Lots of volleyball.
Lots of volleyball. Is it early morning? Like
It depends.
8
So
a.m., get up,
Well-
drink a cup of coffee, go do your business, and then go volleyball?
it is. There's waves. So there's a morning wave and an afternoon wave. And so we are in the afternoon wave for the first 2 days, which starts around 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and then you could be done at 9 or 10. Morning wave it starts around 7:30 or 8, and it goes till around 2 o'clock. So the first 2 days we're in the afternoon, and then depending on how we do the first 2 days, you move to the morning if you do well in your first pool. And so we're hoping we move to the morning on day 3.
Okay. So what kind of coach would you say you are? What's your coaching philosophy?
Oh.
Run your asses off?
No, not really. I am a big practice coach.
Yeah.
So I focus a lot of prep on practice, and most of my coaching is done at practice. And that's where I feel like the most work gets done, and that's what I put the most emphasis in for the girls as well, because if we do that well, when we get to game day, it's super easy. And so, that's what I put emphasis on is really not, we don't run a lot, but we have a lot of consequences for completing certain drills and certain things that we're trying to get accomplished really well. So I am pretty diligent on a very well-structured and effective practice. And if that doesn't go right, then there are consequences, and I'm pretty structured about that. Maybe she can tell you what she thinks.
Have you had to were you the butt of these corrections or consequences or
A little bit, yeah.
a little bit?
Yeah.
So what do you got to do?
Stair laps, burpees, suicides.
Oh, that's nothing.
Down and backs. That's about it.
Down and back.
Well, and that's like, because, okay, you guys had a pretty good year last year,
We did, yes,
but you lost some key players.
yes.
So now you're going to have to step up more this year, right?
Yep.
I mean, you led last year, but
Yeah.
now it's,
Yep.
are you excited about that?
I am very excited. I feel like last year, I feel like I also stepped up a lot. So I'm just going to carry that into this year.
Okay. And that's and just this week, 3 days this week, you guys worked with the youth, right?
Yep.
So you got to be a leader there as well,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
And that's good. And that's,
I know you're only 16, but do you ever sit and like eat your Fruity Pebbles and you're thinking, man, I've got to be the one next year to like get these girls motivated?
Yeah,
and-
actually.
And set the example.
Yeah. I thought about that a lot in the off season. A lot.
How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel good because I feel like I trust myself enough to be able to lead the team.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, that's good.
so then with you, Shellie, okay, now you're the head coach. You've got a daughter playing, going to be a leader, but are you like, most coaches that they're coaching their kid and you expect more out of them?
I do to a certain extent, but I've also been very careful, even since she was in 6th grade, of not trying to overcompensate for the fact that I'm her mom, but also I probably do hold her to a different standard. We have had our moments over the years of times when it didn't work well, but I would say I've been very lucky that 98% of the time it's worked very well, and I'm very thankful that it's been like that. I do catch myself sometimes, especially when she was a freshman, of, correcting her more than others. And I think some of that, too, was me trying to not, come into, the high school program and be too overbearing on the rest of the girls either. So I would save my corrections for Landry. And, we had to go through a little bit of a learning curve there. And now, I try not to be like that. I'm sure I have my days where I do, but for my biggest thing going through all this was I wanted her to speak for herself. I didn't want to give her opportunities that others didn't get. I wanted her to earn them, and I wanted her ability to speak for itself and not, just because I'm her mom or I'm the coach or whatever. And I feel like now that she's a senior, she's proven herself. Last year she did an amazing job proving herself, and now, it's her turn to lead, and I don't feel like I need to anything extra.
Finding that balance has got to be like a inner struggle, because I've seen coaches with their kids and they're either too hard on them or they let them get away with murder.
Yeah.
I've never seen a perfect in between.
Yeah.
That's got to be difficult.
It is difficult, and like I said, we've had our moments of good and bad and tried to work through them, and coaching her in club too has helped too, because every season there's a different dynamic on the team, and we just work through it as we go. And this season's even different because I'm not technically a coach at all on our club team, so she has to figure out how to be a leader with other coaches and team dynamics. And so I feel like just overall it's come a long way, but yeah, it's not been easy, but I'm very lucky that she's been respectful of me, and hopefully I have been of her, and it's worked out well.
She's smiling, so I think she approves of that
Yeah.
answer. Now, do you ever consider that sometimes as coaches we overcoach?
Probably, yes. Yeah. Her? Overcoach her?
Well, anybody really,
Oh.
but
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I feel like I show favoritism too much to other people because I don't want to overcoach her
Right.
or overfavor her.
yes,
I mean, there are times when she is, like last year, she was the led us on attacks and kills, and so sometimes I would find myself asking, our setters to move the ball around more, just to be more, but at the end of the day, it's like, and that's where my assistant coach comes in well, because she's like, Shellie, give Landry the ball.
yeah.
And so, I feel like sometimes I try to take attention off of her because I don't want it to be, favoritism, but
And you don't want it to look that way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we definitely don't
yeah.
want it to look that way. And our setters were smart, and they still are, and they put the ball where it needs to, and so I'm thankful. And sometimes you just have to shut up and let it happen.
I've learned that too. Sometimes the hard way, but
Yeah.
and that's now speaking of volleyball, think of what other sport would you compare to volleyball?
Oh, I don't think there is one I can compare to volleyball. I feel like volleyball's really been my only main sport.
Okay, because I'm Conrad. Can you think of anything?
No.
What about tennis? What about tennis?
I don't know. Maybe badminton.
Well,
I suck at that too.
Never tried that one.
because it's so
Maybe doubles,
Yeah.
as long as there were doubles, not singles. But yeah, maybe.
because that's because a lot of people don't even understand it, and I didn't, so I did a little bit more research. But volleyball is it's a high impact weight bearing. I mean, of course it's your body weight, but sudden stops. You got to jump. You're diving. I mean, you're just quick movements. So, and
Yeah,
that's
you got to have like
cat-like reflexes.
exactly. I don't have that.
I don't either.
But you can teach it.
Yeah, I can teach.
That's right.
But going back to your coaching style, I know that she's played AAU with other kids and you've gotten to know each other. How do you separate or how do you find the parenting boundaries with the parents that have gotten to know you over the years that think, I'm going to go up to Shellie and I'm going to I don't want to say complain. I want to express my views and what I think should happen.
Yeah, I mean,
How do you handle
that
that?
is hard because I've been in this community obviously for a long time, and Denny has as well, and he knows everybody. We know everybody. She's got her friends and their parents that I think a lot of, and I mean, there's been very few instances where it's been a problem. I've been very lucky that parents have been very respectful of me and our relationship and the dynamic. I try to get out in front of situations before they happen sometimes. So sometimes if I think something's going to become a problem, I will reach out to a parent ahead of it because I know them and I feel like I have that relationship and try to work it out. Again, I can think of just a couple situations that didn't end well, but the majority of them have been very respectful and did well. And the other thing I will say is you said it too, like a lot of parents, and this is why I love coaching volleyball, a lot of parents don't understand the sport, so they can't complain because they don't understand it. Or, especially when it comes to the specific details, they may wonder, why is my kid not playing all the way around? And so we'll have to explain the rules a little bit. And I try to do at the parent meeting, I try to get out in front of everything I know is going to come up, and especially with the freshmen. And junior high is the best time to do this, is just to have a parent meeting, get out in front of all the things that they're going to ask about. Why can't my kid serve? Why isn't my player playing all the way around? All those things that people don't understand about volleyball. So try to get out in front of it as much as possible.
Teddy, my oldest went out for the soccer team. Well, Andrea Wilson kind of helped her go out for the soccer team, and I could not yell.
Yeah, I don't understand soccer.
I don't know anything about soccer. All I could say was hustle.
Yeah.
And she was a
great.
goalie, so I don't know what so it's not
Be
like
big.
be big. You're 5'1". Be big. Think big.
Yeah.
Think big. Feeder systems. What are you
Yeah.
thinking about that?
We were actually just talking on the way here about this because we had the youth camp this week, and it's so funny because even at second, third grade level, you can tell who's an athlete and who's not naturally an athlete.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna say somebody's just not an athlete because you can always work hard and get there, but you can tell at the second grade level who's naturally an athlete. And so there were some girls, so we separated them second, third, fourth, fifth. There were some fourth and fifth grade girls who were at the stage where it'd be really fun to work with them and put a team together. And I was like, how fun would it be to take a few of those girls who could actually do a lot of the skills naturally and put a team together? And so it's something I've wanted to do. And now that Landry's going to graduate this year, I may be looking into it. But in the spring, do an elementary league where we spend, a day or two a week for 6 weeks and just, go through a lot of the things we did this week, or maybe take them to some fun tournaments, and because they do have them, believe it or not, for that age group. And, that's something I've thought about. And also, even with Grant County Volleyball Club, with working with Lori, putting a team together of just Mississinewa kids at the junior high level, which I can coach because until they get to high school, I can coach our girls. And so just thinking of different ways to get that involved with the youth. I will say, though, that the hard part right now, and I have very mixed feelings about this, is just how many travel sports kids are trying to play these days. And I'm not, I've talked to a few parents about this recently because they've got kids in travel softball. They want to do club volleyball. They can't fit basketball in, so they just quit basketball. And they get to the high school, and we're at a situation where we are now where we've got, 12 girls playing basketball. And I hate that. So one of the things we did this week with Coach Friday is try to get girls, we did a basketball and volleyball camp kind of together, an hour of volleyball, an hour of basketball, just because we're trying to get these girls to stay involved with all three. I feel like there's this trend now to get kids to specialize in a sport, and I think it's destroying our kids. And I am kind of, I didn't push Landry to specialize in volleyball, but she gravitated towards it. Her knees are a mess.
Uh-oh.
She does the same movement all year long. She jumps and lands, her knees. And so it's hurting these, especially, I can only speak to girls, but it's hurting their bodies to do one thing all the time. They need to do a multitude of sports. And so I know we started on the feeder program, and I kind of went off on a tangent.
No, I love it. It's everything we always talk about.
Yeah. So I would love to do it as maybe as an extended camp, but I'm cautious of girls in our communities and we don't have a lot, trying to focus on a sport too soon.
Why don't we have like a group of the varsity girls coaches get together and just make it one big camp? Basketball,
that's
soccer.
what we did. Yeah, that's what we're going to do next year. Maybe start adding every summer. We definitely
keep them engaged.
Yes. Yeah.
Because that's what I was going to ask. If you were a proponent of 2 to 3 sports.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And Landry played softball this year, and I think she's going to again next year. And even that has helped her as an athlete.
Yes.
Just doing something different, being on a different team with a different dynamic, a different type of rigor to us. The hand-eye coordination of hitting a softball helps in volleyball. All the things help these kids. They should be doing all of them. Not very many kids in our community are going D1, so why not?
Nope.
And I know college coaches want kids that play multiple sports. So.
Right. That's everything we've heard from everybody there.
Yeah.
But Landry, explain to me what's a kill in volleyball. What's a kill?
You get set, you hit the ball, and it's like a one or less touch.
Okay.
So it either hits the ground or they shake it.
Okay. An ace.
Serve and same thing. So if you serve and it hits the ground, or if they don't have 2 touches.
How about a tip or a dink?
A tip is when you tip it, like you get set and you tip it instead of hitting it over. And a dig, is that what you said?
Dink.
Oh, a dink.
Is that
the
this
same thing.
same
Yeah.
thing as
Yeah.
a tip,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tiny tip?
You brought up dig, so
A dig is when you pass somebody else's hit. So on the other team, if they hit it at you and you dig it up.
okay. I didn't know that one. I'm like I didn't. Then something else that confuses me at volleyball matches is the referee. You get a card. Explain
gets cards.
explain that. I thought that was just soccer.
I don't get cards, no. Yeah, they have yellow cards and red cards now, and it's the same concept as soccer, really. When when as a coach you complain too much, or sometimes you can do an illegal substitution, or it can
I
be
need
really
that
anything.
for home.
Yes, you get a yellow card, and then if you get 2, you get a red card.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
So what's the penalty? Is there a penalty?
There isn't. No.
It's just like a warning.
Yeah. I think red.
Where do you have to sit down? Or is that yellow?
I can't remember. I'm sure you get kicked out at some point. I've not seen that happen. Like I said, Josh Dakin is the only one I've seen get a yellow card.
Now, I want to ask you about so as a head coach, goals. You have goals every year,
Yeah.
or do you have 1, 2, and 3? Obviously, conference.
Yeah.
Grant 4.
Yep.
Sectional.
Yep.
Go as far as you can.
Yep.
Which is priority?
Sectional.
Okay.
And then conference, and then Grant 4, which it's so funny. Grant 4 means absolutely nothing, but these girls want to win that probably as much as they want to win sectional, because it's, county bragging rights and that kind of thing. But so yeah, it's important as well, but sectional for me would be number 1, and and conference, and then Grand Four. But I think those are just like table stakes. I think what we try to come up with are other goals that if we do those things, then sectional, conference, and Grand Four are just going to happen. And so we try to come up with, let's have, fewer than 10 unassisted errors, or let's have, fewer than 5 missed serves in a set, or whatever. So we kind of try to come up with these miniature goals, and then depending on who we're playing, maybe it's let's try to get XYZ hitter to have less than 10 kills in the.
Okay.
So we try to do those kind of goals, because if we do that right, the other stuff is just going to happen.
So, like you're talking about, maybe keeping a certain player from the other team
Yeah.
under what she normally has. So, you guys watch a lot of film of your opponents?
I do, and the girls do as well to a certain extent. But I try to take on some of that burden for them, because I know they're in school, and sometimes we play 3 games a week, and it'd be impossible for them to do
Right.
that. And so what I try to do is watch it, and then I build our practice around whoever we're playing, and then I give them the intel at practice. If we're doing a certain drill, we replicate what somebody like Bree Daly's going to do from Oak Hill, and shout out Bree, and just try to prepare for things like that.
And then, speaking of that, I always thought that too. It's like there's something in the water over here and not in the water, because
I know
we don't have anybody tall in any sport.
we don't. We
I
don't.
mean,
I know we're in a slump of hype, and then
Okay.
Oak Hill's growing them like weeds over
yeah. It's like,
It's up to you and Denny.
there. I did my part. I don't know. Yeah.
So going back to like the feeder part of it, like how do you structurally like align your varsity program with the middle school program?
Well, I would say I didn't do a very good job last year, because last year I was really just trying to get my first year under my belt and have a successful program with the 4 classes that we had to deal with. I came from the junior high, so I feel like as a junior high coach, I want them focused entirely on the fundamentals. I don't care if they can, and I told the junior high girls this at Open Gyms this summer, I don't care if you can put the ball through the floor. I want you to be able to pass the ball at a certain consistency rate. If you can do that, we have a lot to work with. If you can't pass the ball, nothing else matters. And so this year, I really want to work with the junior high coaches to get on a more structured practice plan, because I spend a lot of time with this, and I have a ton of practice plans that I can provide them, and hopefully get them on the same page with that, where they're spending 45 minutes of practice on nothing but ball control, or whatever we want them to do, and that's all we can ask from them. And teaching, and the second thing is teaching them how to be an athlete, because that was a big thing. Something I was really big on in junior high is when they come into junior high, this is their volleyball is the girls' first sport as a 6th grader. They haven't played anything else yet. That's their first school sport. If you can teach a 6th grade girl how to be an athlete at school in the 6th grade, it'll carry with them forever. How do you show up and be ready on practice on time? How do you get the net set up? How do you run between drills? How do you, listen to when the coach is talking? Like all those things, like if they can do that well, so much to work with by the time they get to us.
Do you think that somebody should step in before they get to 6th grade?
Well,
That's
the problem with volleyball.
What's the correct age for volleyball to really get in there? And
that's the problem. It's hard. I mean, if I was able to dedicate the time and do a full-blown feeder program, I'd start in 4th grade. And be able to start working on that. And before that, like, these balls are big, these girls are little. We watched it this week. Some of these little girls, their arms are bright red after a few passing drills. And so I think 4th grade is the way to go.
Yeah.
If you can do it.
Because like with soccer, I've seen where some coaches have their kids at 2 as soon as they're walking, dribbling a soccer ball.
I don't think that's necessary.
But I
will tell you
I don't think you could spike a volleyball at a 2-year-old.
You can't. No, absolutely not. But I will tell you that some of the most successful programs around us, Southwood, Norwell, those are the 2 off the top of my head. They start with a feeder program in elementary. And good. Belmont.
Okay. So I actually talked to Lori last weekend, and I asked her, I'm like, volleyball. I said, where's the hotbed for volleyball players? She actually said the Midwest.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking, well, maybe California or Texas or.
Absolutely. And I didn't really pay attention to it too much until this last college season. And I was looking at rosters of a lot of the teams that were in the playoffs, and I was seeing all these Indiana girls. Indiana, in and of itself, is a hotbed. And then Kentucky, the states all around us is a hotbed.
Really?
And I think it's because of all the good clubs that are here. I mean,
Yeah.
that's where it happened.
Right. And that's.
Yeah.
So, speaking of college, are you looking anywhere or
Not for volleyball.
for?
I want to go to school for radiology.
Okay, that'd be a good career right there.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping I can talk her into coaching with me.
I do want to coach. When I'm
Well, that's good. That I think you'd be good at it.
Yeah.
But okay, let's talk your upcoming season.
Yeah.
What's some of the strengths we're gonna have?
Yeah. Experience.
Okay.
So Landry's the senior class and the junior class especially, we have girls that have been playing club since 5th grade. This was the case last year too, and that's the one thing I talked about. We don't necessarily have the tallest, we don't have the fastest, we don't have the strongest. Well, we may have the strongest, we have a lot of strong girls. But we have a lot of experience. And so these girls know the game. They can do things like ball control well. They know how to play multiple positions. You know, we've got hitters that can play middle, right side, outside if they need to, which comes in handy when you're playing a team, for example, that has 2 big middles, but they don't have strength on the pins. Then we can move our hitters around for blocking that can, accommodate who we're playing. And so it's good to have hitters who can hit multiple positions, who know where to be on the court for defense. We've got our returning libero with Ashlyn. We've got Mariah. Even though our 2 starting setters last year graduated, Mariah has just as much experience as they do as setting. So experience is our strength. And it's going to be a matter of who's going to step up and lead with, 4 or 5 with Amaya, who didn't play volleyball until last year but graduated. 4 really strong leadership style seniors who left us. It's going to be a matter of who can step up and be a leader. Experience means nothing if nobody's really taking control on the court and
Right.
helping us finish the games. And so that's going to be our deciding factor, I think.
Oh, I think she said it all.
I think she's giving you a hint as well.
Yeah, that's true.
But now, last year you had a good year. What were some of the statistical categories you led us in?
Kills, blocks, aces. I think just those 3.
And you were like in the top of the conference in that as well. And for a while in the state, weren't you?
I actually don't know.
Yeah.
I think I remember reading
aces
something.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, that's impressive. That's good. So, you just got to carry that over.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I do have to ask you though, what was volleyball called before it was called volleyball?
Oh,
I
gosh.
have no idea.
I feel like I might. Can't remember. What was it?
Mintonette.
Mintonette. There's a club called Mintonette.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Interesting.
I think it's French for volleyball.
Either that or
That's just my thought.
some city in Minnesota, maybe, or
Oh.
I don't know. That's
I don't know. It sounds French to me. Well, before we let you guys go, we like to do a rapid fire. So I'm going to start with you.
Okay.
What would you rather have? A coach that yells like a drill instructor or a completely silent coach?
A coach that yells.
All right. All right. Your turn. A loud bus with music blasting, girls laughing, or dead silent?
Loud.
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 Dead silent is scary. Yeah.
I agree.
Especially with teenage girls.
All right. Clean, boring sneakers, or do you like something flashy that really pop on the court?
Flashy.
Flashy.
Colorful.
Yeah. Yeah. playing in a freezing cold gym or a hot, sweaty sauna type gym?
Freezing cold.
Freezing
I
cold.
mean, that's like
100%.
Mississinewa or Frankton.
Okay.
Mississinewa.
Yeah.
It's always cold in Mississinewa.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You gotta wear a sweatshirt in the summer.
Yes, we do.
Thank you so much for taking the time,
Yeah.
ladies.
Yeah,
We
it's fun.
greatly appreciate you.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Have fun and good luck next week, and then good luck on the season coming up.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yep.
Come see us.
Well,
Absolutely.
you know I'll be there.
Yes.
I have to be.
Yes, you do.